Some DCEU stars became icons, others, total disasters that fans still haven't forgiven. The DCEU gave us legends and letdowns. From Superman to Scandal, here's who fans loved and who they couldn't stand. When Ezra Miller was first cast as the Flash, fans were excited. His version of Barry Allen was quirky and nervous and brought a fresh energy, especially in Zack Snyder's Justice League. But that bright start? It didn't last long. In 2020, everything started to unravel. A disturbing video of Miller choking a woman in Iceland went viral. Then came the arrests, assault, disorderly conduct, and burglary charges in Hawaii. And as if that wasn't enough, multiple families came forward with grooming allegations, painting a seriously troubling picture. Warner Brothers was stuck. The Flash had a budget of over $200 million. But how do you promote a blockbuster when your star is mired in scandal? They didn't. There were 0 press tours. Miller was completely absent. The result? A box office bomb. The movie barely made $271 million, far below expectations. Fans outright boycotted the film, refusing to support someone with that much controversy. Despite the flashy visuals and multiverse madness, nothing could save it. Ezra Miller went from promising star to one of the most hated figures in the DCEU, not for his actions, but for everything outside the screen. If there was ever a Superman straight out of the comics, it was Henry Cavill. From the chiseled jawline to the calm, commanding presence, he nailed the look and the spirit. Fans instantly saw him as the Superman for a new generation, and for good reason. His performances only added to the hype. Man of Steel gave us a deeper, more emotional version of Clark Kent. Batman vs. Superman showed his struggle between duty and humanity, especially the Save Martha scene that broke barriers. And in Zack Snyder's Justice League, Cavill finally got the stronger arc fans had been craving. But even with fan support pouring in, Warner Brothers kept dropping the ball. No solo sequel ever came, just a short-lived cameo in Black Adam, teasing something more. But that hope died quickly when James Gunn announced a full reboot, leaving Cavill out entirely. Fans were livid. Still, Cavill took the high road. No angry interviews, no public shots at the studio, just a heartfelt thank you to his supporters and a quiet exit. That kind of grace only made fans love him more and resent WB even harder. Today, many still call him the definitive Superman, not just for how he looked or acted, but for how he carried himself when the cape was taken away. A hero both on-screen and off. Jared Leto went full method for Suicide Squad, and not in a good way. He sent castmates dead rats, used condoms, and unsettling notes, all in the name of staying in character. Instead of impressing anyone, it creeped people out and turned the set into a tense, uncomfortable experience. The studio hyped him up in trailers like he was the next big thing, but when the movie hit theaters, Leto barely appeared, less than 10 minutes of screen time. Fans mocked everything from the damaged forehead tattoo to lines like, "Hunka hunka." It all felt forced and painfully try-hard. Warner Brothers got the message. Leto was cut entirely from Zack Snyder's Justice League. Then came better Jokers, Joaquin Phoenix's Oscar-winning turn, and Barry Keoghan's eerie take in The Batman. Just like that, Leto was replaced and forgotten. In the end, his legacy as Joker isn't mysterious or menacing. It's cringe. For many fans, Leto's performance was a misfire from start to finish, making him one of the worst-received Jokers ever to hit the screen. From the moment Suicide Squad hit theaters, Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn stole the show. Her chaotic energy, wild charm, and perfect blend of danger and humor made her the standout in an otherwise messy movie. Fans didn't just like her, they obsessed over her. Her dedication was no joke either. Robbie trained for 6 months in stunts and did most of her action scenes. She wasn't just playing Harley, she became Harley, right down to the unpredictable fight moves and twisted expressions that felt ripped straight from the comics. Her spin-offs were hit and miss, but she always delivered. Birds of Prey had mixed reviews, but her performance stood strong. The Suicide Squad, 2021, brought redemption, letting her go full throttle without losing emotional depth. Harley finally had a movie that matched her potential. Off-screen, Robbie kept winning hearts. She openly supported other actresses stepping into the Harley role, including Lady Gaga for Joker 2. That kind of confidence and grace only made fans love her more. In every way that matters, Margot Robbie is the definitive live-action Harley Quinn. She took a wild comic character and turned her into a pop culture icon. Amber Heard's role as Mera in Aquaman wasn't what grabbed headlines. It was her legal battle with Johnny Depp. The public outrage was massive. Over 4 million people signed a petition demanding Warner Brothers remove her from Aquaman 2. WB denied it, but rumors of reduced screen time never stopped. When Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom hit theaters in 2023, backlash was impossible to ignore. Fans criticized her performance as stiff and unnatural. Her scenes with Jason Momoa lacked spark, and the chemistry that once worked now felt completely off. The sequel bombed in comparison, earning just $433 million, way below expectations. The internet became brutal. Memes, boycotts, and constant online debate made her one of the most talked about, and not in a good way, actors in the DCEU. Even fans who loved the first film felt conflicted watching her return, proving the controversy had permanently damaged her image. By the end of her DCEU run, Amber Heard wasn't remembered for her acting or her character. She became the face of a PR disaster, with off-screen drama overshadowing everything else. In the eyes of many fans, she ranks among the most hated actors in the entire DC franchise. Before 2018, Aquaman was a running joke. Orange suit, talks to fish, you know the drill. Then came Jason Momoa. Rugged, fearless, and unexpectedly hilarious, he flipped the script. Aquaman became the DCEU's highest-grossing film ever, raking in over $1.1 billion. Momoa turned a joke into a legend. But it wasn't just the trident and tattoos. Fans connected with Momoa himself. His love for animals, his environmental activism, and his goofy, lovable energy made him feel real. He wasn't acting cool, he just was. And that authenticity made people root for both Aquaman and the man behind him. Even as the DCEU faced reboot rumors, fans still wanted more Momoa, and they got it. He's officially returning as Lobo in James Gunn's new DC universe. A fresh role, a perfect fit, and proof that his DC journey isn't over. It's just evolving. Jason Momoa's legacy is crystal clear. He proved that even the most mocked superhero could become a billion-dollar box office king with the right actor. From ocean jokes to global star, Momoa redefined what Aquaman and a DCEU win could look like. When Wonder Woman dropped in 2017, it wasn't just a hit, it was a moment. Gal Gadot's performance as Diana Prince inspired millions, breaking records and barriers. Critics and fans praised her strength, vulnerability, and charisma. For a while, she wasn't just Wonder Woman. She was the shining face of the DCEU, but the magic didn't last. Wonder Woman, 1984. 2020 was a major letdown. Fans slammed the weak script, odd story choices, and even Gadot's acting. What was meant to be a powerful sequel turned into a meme fest, damaging the character's once untouchable reputation and leaving many wondering what went wrong. Then came the infamous Imagine sing-along during the pandemic, a well-intentioned gesture that fell completely flat. It was seen as tone-deaf, especially when people were struggling globally. On top of that, Gadot's vocal support of Israel in political conflicts stirred even more backlash online. Ultimately, the new DC universe moved forward without her. No big send-off, no closure, just a quiet reboot, and Gadot's Wonder Woman was gone. For fans who once adored her, it felt like a disappointing end to a powerful beginning. Her legacy is complicated. Gal Gadot started as a cultural icon, a symbol of strength and hope, but missteps, misfires, and controversies slowly chipped away at that goodwill, turning a once-beloved heroine into a divisive figure within the fandom. No one expected much from Peacemaker. He was a D-list character with a weird helmet and an even weirder name, but John Cena turned him into gold. With perfect timing, physicality, and raw charisma, Cena made Peacemaker the breakout star of the Suicide Squad. Fans were instantly hooked. Then came Peacemaker the series, and it blew everyone away. With a 93% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, it blended absurd humor with surprising emotional depth. The show didn't just entertain, it made people care, and Cena's performance proved he had more range than anyone expected from a former wrestling champion. Off-screen, Cena kept winning hearts. A viral moment showed him asking for consent before filming a fan, a small gesture that spoke volumes. He wasn't just playing a respectful anti-hero, he was one. It only deepened fans' respect for the man behind the mask. And good news for fans, he's not done yet. Cena is officially returning in Peacemaker Season 2, now part of James Gunn's revamped DC Universe. A rare case of a character surviving the reboot and getting even more spotlight. John Cena proved that you don't need an iconic role to shine. With the right writing and the right actor, even the most obscure characters can steal the show and win over the world. And that's the wild ride of the DCEU. Some stars soared, others completely crashed. With the reboot underway, here's hoping DC gets it right this time. If you enjoyed the breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite franchises. See you next time.